Hello and welcome to Will Watches. This is Neon Genesis Evangelion. This is a long time coming. I've been promising this since the start of the channel really, and this is one of the foundational animes, you know, in like the anime canon. It's one of the classics, and I'm very excited to finally be watching it and sharing my experience with you guys. Now, about 3 years ago, which is crazy, I did a reaction to Cruel Angel's Thesis, the opening, and did like a shot-by-shot breakdown of all of the imagery there. I've purposely not rewatched that video because I've mostly forgotten what I said in it, and I don't want to like remind myself of anything there if there's anything I have forgotten, or like spoil myself on anything that might taint my reaction here. But I do know a few things before jumping into this. Obviously it's a mech anime and the mechs are like biomechanical. I've seen that they can bleed and they've got like kind of flesh underneath, and I know there's a ton of religious imagery, and I've seen, you know, some of the mech designs, some of the character designs. I know Shinji and some of the other characters. I think I know some of their names as well. Is it Asuka? I might be getting that wrong. The red-haired girl. I've got like, you know, some base knowledge before going into this. It's not 100% blind, but you know, it's such an iconic anime, of course there's going to be some pop culture that leaches through, right? So before we jump into this, be sure to check out the Patreon page. Over there you can find 1 week early access, so you can get the next episode right now. There's also full-length versions over there where you can sync up your own footage and watch along with me. I'm going to be watching the Blu-ray versions here because I've heard people say that the Netflix version makes a few changes, so just in case for you guys to sync up. And then we also have some polls over there so you can vote for what's next. So yeah, let's just jump right in. Okay, straight into Cruel Angel's Thesis, yeah. Oh, I've got lyrics. Become legend, young boy. Okay. Do 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 do. This is so iconic. Blue wind knocks on the door of your heart. Is being called to action. Eager for something you touch so softly, huh? Innocent eyes. Yeah, he's not ready. Not ready for his fate, okay. Ooh. On your back you have wings that can fly into the future. I thought that was going to say you have like humanity on your back. The weight of humanity on your shoulders, but no, he's got wings so he can fly. You'll take off. Quite positive actually, yeah. Betray your memories. Maybe I shouldn't be really reading these lyrics. Become legend, young boy. That's cool. 2015 AD, set in the far future of 2015. Oh, just look at that, yeah. The hand drawn, so much detail. Okay, yeah, there's been some destruction and flooding. Oh, someone's still about. Oh, she's after him. Yeah, Shinji. Huh. Is it supposed to be a date or something? Okay. Split second of her. Yeah, there was a very obviously arrow just pointing straight at her cleavage on that photo as well, wasn't there? Oh yeah, it's so it's like got a rib cage and what looks like could be a heart in the center, that big red orb.
15年ぶりだね。ああ、間違いない。使徒だ。
Angel, yeah, they are just called angels. But it's been 15 years since the previous one. Is it the classic, he's just caught up in the action here and something happens? Whoa. Oh yeah, so close to him. Oh, the big bright flashes of yellow, yeah, there's loads. But it's not doing anything, this whole bombardment. Right in the action. Oh yeah, it's UN vehicles as well. It's a worldwide thing. Oh, look at that squash and squeeze on its forearm as it caught it there. But yeah, they're just using firepower, not any mechs. Oh. Whoa. 2N. I mean, N. Nuke. You gotta tie that into Japan. Whoa. Yeah, that's massive. And it will survive that, I'm gonna assume. It's probably not a nuke because of, you know, radioactivity and everything, but the imagery is definitely there. She's pretty chill about her car being completely wrecked. Misato. Yeah, it's still fine, of course it is. Ooh, huh, they're like fish gills. Oh, they did do damage to it though. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like mask, this like skull face. It reminds me of an owl almost. Oh, getting in her head. Okay, so she is worried about the car. And yeah, she's obviously like in on this whole operation as well, right? Yeah, gotta throw a bit of comedy in there. I know it's quite a dark show. Okay, so it just regenerates. That was just it regenerating. They evolve and get smarter as you fight them. It feels like it's going to be a very classic case of like, let's use our secret weapon as a subset of the military that have been developing something, and that's their mechs. Oh, his dad works here. Oh, is that his dad there? Just the way it's cut, yeah. Okay, yeah. Shinji's gonna be the pilot. Was he abandoned as a kid then? Not much memory of his father. That's what he sees, himself crying. Oh. It's like an underground city. Wow. Rebuilding the world, the last bastion of humanity. Wow, look at that, yeah. She lost, okay. Hey, Ritsuko's a bit higher up. Wow. Oh, look at that, yeah. The silhouettes with the pink. Some good odds there, yeah. Oh. Whoa, a hand. Is that it reaching out to him? It's weird that if it's in this, like, you know, shut down state, why is his hand reaching like that? Artificial human Evangelion. Here he is, reunited after so long. Oh, Unit 0. Yeah, okay, so Rei was supposed to be the other pilot. That's the blue-haired girl, isn't it? Is there something special that means he'll be able to link? There's something about him that makes him able to synchronize. Ah, he only wants to see him because he's got a use for him, yeah. That's the fate of the human race in your hands, isn't it?
乗るなら早くしろ。出なければ帰れ。
What a great reunion. What a loving reunion. Oh. It was like his head as the pupil of it there.
やつ、ここに気づいたか。
And the longer he waits, more things get destroyed.
何のためにここに来たの？ダメよ、逃げちゃ。お父さんから何よりも自分から。
Yeah, I mean, like, it seemed like he was there to meet her. He had that photo.
レイを起こしてくれ。使えるかね。死んでいるわけではない。
She isn't dead. Okay. Did she get some sort of damage last time she tried or something?
初号機のシステムをレイに書き直して再起動。了解。現作業を中断。
Okay, so he's not actually taking arms. Ray's gonna do it.
僕はいらない人間なんだ。
Or is he just gonna do it because he feels wanted? Okay, yeah, wow. Is she not 100% compatible so she takes damage each time? Yeah. Oh, it's breaking down into here. I think he's got to do it now because... Oh, was that Ray piloting? Is she already like mentally connected, or did that... It did it itself?
私に反応しているというより守ったの。
It's more connected. Yeah, I think after him seeing the state Ray's in, I think he would have volunteered anyway, maybe. Yeah, you could tell just from Ray's reaction, her just like, yes, I'll come, I'll do it. Don't run away. Oh. Is it a breathable liquid? That's cool.
すぐになれるわ。
The sensation must be so weird, yeah. I know that's a real thing, but I wouldn't be able to get over the sensation of breathing liquid.
栄転神経接続異常なし。
Ooh.
思考形態は日本語を基礎原則。
Wow. Look at that, all the colour.
アンビリカルブリッジ移動開始。
Umbilical bridge. Purposely making it biological.
発進。
Oh, so quick. Launched right out of there. Oh, look at the way the reflections were going on it as well. I guess let's get to fighting.
シンジ君、死なないでよ。
Okay, we don't actually get to see any fights there. Ooh, it's a different ED here. It was Fly Me to the Moon before. I definitely remember that when I did the video before. Okay, so that was episode 1 of Neon Genesis Evangelion. We leave it off on a little bit of a cliffhanger there before we get into any of the action. Just Shinji deciding if he's going to pilot this mech or not. And the thing is, I know kind of already that the mechs have some sort of biological origin, and there's this question about why Shinji is so compatible with this one mech, with the unit 001, and there's some cool things they could explore here. Obviously his dad is part of this program, is leading this program, and there's going to be some form of like shady experimentation going on that I'm assuming. And with that, I'm thinking, is there something the dad's done to make Shinji more compatible with this unit? And is there any maybe experimentation that he's done biologically using like DNA, his own DNA? And if that is the case, there could be some cool exploration of like calling this unit Shinji's brother or something, or like they're related somehow. If this unit is born out of dad's DNA, it's like metaphorically his brother in a way. There's some cool routes they could explore there, and I do know the show gets very metaphysical, very philosophical later on as well. So I'm excited to see what they go into and what they explore here. I have seen Shin Godzilla, and I know all about the kind of alternate ending for that film. Hideaki Anno, he likes to go big, you know, conceptually, so I wonder where he's going here with this. And obviously there seems to be some incompatibility with Ray. Ray has been who they're using as the pilot. This time it's taken her like 7 months to be able to do this, and she is so damaged. There's something about, you know, the compatibility with the mechs, and she's just not compatible. And each time she does it, she's damaging herself, hurting herself. I wonder if the same is going to happen to Shinji, where it becomes, well, the world still needs me. I need to like sacrifice parts of myself to be able to save the world, you know? And it was interesting. I thought, like, when they were wheeling her in and he saw her in that state, I was thinking, oh, he's definitely going to like take her role now. But then after that, you know, we had the hand save him. Obviously there's some sort of will, some sort of intelligence within the mech itself, but he was saying, don't run, don't run, don't run. Is there something in his past, something traumatic where he ran away from a problem? And he thinks now he needs to start facing his problems head on. Is that something going on there? And obviously we're going to have some like daddy issues here, with dad leaving home, leaving him behind. We had that quick flash of him as a child, and he's like got a little suitcase or something, crying. Dad's left him, and they said this is the first time they've seen each other in like 3 years. But it seems like even if they've seen each other in between, dad hasn't been part of his life for a long time. And I'm almost certain with these mechs, there's something going on where they've like captured one of the angels. The angels are the villains attacking humanity here. I'm almost certain, you know, Unit 1, they've like used something, the biology of the angels, to build it, use the weapons against them almost, you know, use the weapons of the angels against them. Something like that's happening here. Is this Unit 1 like a splice of like either Shinji's DNA or the dad's DNA with angel DNA somehow? That'd be a cool concept, kind of bridging the gap between human and angel as well. And yeah, it became evident as the episode was going on. I thought we'd get maybe a little bit of action at the end, but we spent so much time on the build-up if Shinji is going to go in that they leave it on a cliffhanger so you can come back next week for it, you know. I thought we might get him and then we'll have a tiny bit of action at the end and he defeats this one angel and that's it. That's the setup. Or it'll be the case of the classic getting entangled in the action and something like links him psychically. But we didn't actually get the Unit 1 Eva launched at all this episode until right at the very end. And yeah, on this Blu-ray, there's like 2 different English subtitles to choose from. And one of them, it seems, has any on-screen text translated and one doesn't. So I've just gone back with the on-screen text translation just to see that photo, that note he had from Minato. And yeah, it says, "I'm coming to get you, just wait for me, get a load of these," with an arrow. So obviously they're trying to like rope him in. Let's get the pretty young girl from the program to get him in here. I'm pretty sure I've heard that there's like themes here of like puberty, growing up. Obviously Shinji's very young here. I don't know exactly how old, maybe like 15, 16. There's themes of, yeah, growing up and puberty and all of that in here, so that makes sense, and I'm sure they'll explore that further. There's lots of pretty women here to grab his attention and act as like different figures in his life. I don't know if we'll actually see his mother in the show, but we might get a few of these women in the cast of characters kind of acting as that role, though, acting as a motherly figure here. And knowing that there's these themes of puberty, I can also already kind of see maybe different archetypes that the women we've seen could fill here, with like Minato being maybe like your kind of attractive neighbor who's 1 or 2 years older, because she seems a bit older than him. And then Rei seemed to be around the same age as him. And then I know is it Asuka with the red hair? She's also around that age. So I can definitely see they could be filling different roles here for him. And of course, as I said, I know this show is very psychological, so I'm sure it will delve into the mental toll of all of this on him. I was quite surprised actually, because we had the lyrics for Cruel Angel's Thesis. There was the lyric where it said, bear it on your back, and I was like, oh, he's going to bear the weight of the world on his shoulders because there's so much responsibility here. But the actual lyric was about getting wings on your back and flying away. So the lyric in Cruel Angel's Thesis anyway is much more hopeful, but I'm sure in the actual show itself he is going to feel the weight of the world on his shoulders with all of this responsibility. I think the same way that Rey maybe was feeling the weight on her shoulders, obviously with all this damage that she's got from all of these fights and maybe being incompatible with the mechs. But then I've just also thought it would be cool maybe if, well, Cruel Angel's Thesis, it said little boy at the end, didn't it? So I was thinking it could have been cool if maybe the song was talking about Rey instead of Shinji or something like that, subverting your expectations like that somehow. And I know, I'm talking about a lot of things here in the discussion and some of them might not be right, but just let me theorize and conjecture here. It's fun to explore the different routes the show could go before going down it, and I know this is only episode 1, so we don't have all of the information here, but I'm definitely seeing some archetypes of the characters and plot points I might have seen before that might have even been inspired by this show as well. And then this show is 1995. It's the animation here on show is gorgeous. I love the use of color. There's so much of like the tech, and they've got just the thin, just neon lines, and then you've got these moments where the color is just all washed out, and it was just all of that pink with the silhouette of Shinji going up that elevator shaft. That shot was gorgeous. And then you get a lot of squash and squeeze when the guy was catching the missile, and you see his forearm all contort, and then the missile crumple and split. That was a really cool sequence there as well. And then all of the hand-drawn technology and piping and the tanks and things were all gorgeous as well, so highly detailed and rendered there too. It's a great looking show just from this first episode, isn't it? And because I know it goes more abstract, more philosophical, I'm really interested to see what they do with the imagery towards the end as well. Okay, so I think that's everything. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this first episode, first reaction. If you did, be sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts down below, and if you really love this, be sure to subscribe so you can keep up to date on all the future uploads. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys later.